Hi, this is Gary Crum again. This is with a shut-in sermon for today. I've got a short one today. I was reading in Numbers, I think chapter 32:6, about how I'm sitting in my rocking chair outside my house right now, my front porch, St. Paul, and I was reading today about how when the chosen people returned after wandering in the desert for 40 years to enter the promised land, that the people that were 20 years and older when they had refused to go into the promised land the first time, they had all passed away. A few exceptions were Caleb and Joshua, people who had been, not Moses didn't enter the promised land, but people who had been spies and been looked at the wealth of Canaan and the giants in Canaan, and he said we can whip them, and the others all turned tail and ran. And but the young people, teenagers and younger, were not held to that responsibility. The adults were the ones who made the decision not to enter the promised land. All but Caleb and Joshua, as I said, and they were not allowed to enter because of their faithlessness. As we're looking at this coronavirus, I'm noticing what a lot of people have been noticing, that the children are not as badly affected as the adults are. And this was interesting to me to think of that. Generally, children are infected by diseases, young children and old people, but now it's old people and adults. And I'm thinking, well, maybe, and I don't like to say, God is punishing this group of people by this disease. I think in order to make that kind of prophetic statement, you need to be told that definitely by God. But I've noticed the parallels and wondered if this is a disease that's partly a disease of punishment for people in my generation and immediately below, for the fact that we have not been as close in our generation to God as we should be. Prayer has been taken out of schools in the 60s. Abortion is rampant. Perversion is rampant. Sex and profanity and apostasy of various ways. Our churches are getting away from the Bible, some of them, and we need to be true blue to God all the time. We can't rest on the shoulders of our ancestors but so long before our generation becomes accountable. And I don't know if that's true about this, but I would like to encourage you, like the Jewish people of old, to maybe get more in the Bible. They wore Bibles, verses on their person. They would lay them on the doorstep of their house, like this one's front door of my house. Maybe you can write down a Bible verse. Maybe you can put it in your pocket. Maybe you can put it on your dresser. Maybe you can put it somewhere out in your front yard or on your door. It's a symbol for you to remember to get in the Bible and to make your life accountable to God more and more. There is a peace that comes from being close to God, and it's a closeness that comes by your taking this step to God. His hands are always open to you. He loved you while you were yet a sinner, and but you need to take the gift. If you hand out a Christmas gift to a kid and they don't take it, they don't get it. But when God hands you a gift of eternal life and of straightening up your life with new birth, reach out and grab it. It's not a long reach because He's doing most of the reaching, because He loves you even while you're yet a sinner. Okay, I'm doing these as a volunteer for Nash's Chapel and Wise. I'm not a pastor there or anything. And I hope that whoever's watching this video, that it will be a comfort to you, and that you will take steps in your life. Everyone should, to get closer to God. There's where peace and calmness is always present. God bless you all. Goodbye.